offenses that can really stretch defenses thin, Chris, as a former post player. Talk about the advantages of being surrounded by great shooters.
Well, you want to get doubled. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. You can be as aggressive as you want early or late to score as much as you can. Why? Because you want that defense to try to stop you, because when they do, you just get it out to wide open shooters that can knock it down. And when you get double teamed, you know, even the hockey assist or the direct assist to a cat can really get their rhythm going. And then you put the defense in a quandary, a catch-22. Do they stop you? Do they go to the shooters? And when you get the defense kind of thinking off balance like that, you start to have fun when you add back cuts, alley-oops, spin moves, dunks, driving to the hole, shooters. It turns into a fun game that way.
A lot of options, you're right. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Westbrook finds Harden. Back to Westbrook. Curry with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And the rejection by Harden. A second chance effort for Zingis. Bucket is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Well, Mike D'Antoni is a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. And, of course, he said the key tonight will be slowing down James Harden, who isn't just a great scorer, but a great playmaker as well. He can punish any defense that overcommits. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. A shot's good from Westbrook. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Just too big of a threat down there. I mean, he has a number of go-to moves at his disposal.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And then for Houston, Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Ben McLemore comes in for Daniel House. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Here's Wright. Gordon with the defensive effort.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
And shooters beware. Cauley Stein is very crafty in how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Last time they met in Houston.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
They had him in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense was the key factor.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Cauley Stein, and that one released in time, but no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets lead by 4, and we'll get going at... Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about
throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Jalen Brunson out there with Wright. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And that one, good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Houston leading by 4.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Here's Rivers. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Now here's Wright, guarded by McLemore. Pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Houston moving the ball around. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That lightning quick release. Gordon catching and firing perfectly. You can't guard that.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Houston making a switch here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. And Doncic, here we go. Good work defensively by Harden.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And it's Westbrook missing. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The Rockets again can't hit.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Seth Curry.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Harden on the wing, guarded by Curry. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Bounce pass Gordon, and Tucker kicks to Gordon. Houston needs to get a shot off. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K to gain an edge. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Harden, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Now here's Hardaway. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with a defensive end.
Free throw line jump shot. The rebound by Harden. Houston's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And it's Wright in for Curry. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. A minute 42 left to play here in the third. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Finney-Smith. Right against Harden. The three from Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Green passes to McLemore. Harden against Wright. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
For the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. Gordon, Houston moving it around. Another miss by Houston. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Finney-Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Wright. Yep, that one goes.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Doncic passes to Wright. Porzingis with the ball. 8 points for him. On the wing, Doncic. A floater. A double clutch. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot two.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
For Houston, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now Barea from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Rockets ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming right. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Curry is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Hardaway, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback, and what a finish we have in store.
I didn't think they'd be able to come all the way back. This game's had a little bit of everything.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his third foul so far. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Rockets on defense. The lead is 2. Outside Hardaway. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Over Harden. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Curry's got it all tied up now for the man.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 1:49 left to play here in the fourth. Powell in the high post. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Curry against Harden. Kicks it to Westbrook. Back to Tucker. And there's the pass to Harden. And he makes good on the layup.
Oh, man, there's no denying that Harden nails these shots all the time. Love how he just takes over these possessions.
Doncic against Westbrook. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Misses off the left iron. And Harden with the stop.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 5. We've got 1:08 left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Pass to Tucker. Here is House, guarded by Powell. Here's Covington. The Mavericks pull it in. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 5. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Look, he's always a league leader in free throw attempts. I mean, Harden is so shifty, so strong, and he can beat you from any spot on the floor. Those are big. I mean, it turns into a 2-possession game.
Trifecta!
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Oh, you got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
Hardaway from outside. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Congrats, James, on the win. This is a very tough team. What does it mean to beat them?
It meant a lot. We wanted to come out here and play with some energy. Guys made shots defensively. It was a gutsy win for us.
I'm sure you'll see these guys again. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.